Now over 70. I've never had a government looking for a job for me. You know that? Never. I went to Teba, I took a contract, went to the mines, worked as a miner, went back home, bought cattle, bought sheep, went back to the mines, and I did that. The difference is that today, because there's a progressive government, people expect that government to go and give them jobs. They don't look for jobs. And that must change. I'm sure to be here in SABC yourself, you look for an advert, you applied, you got into SABC. Not the SAB looking for you. You looked for a job and you got employed. And people must begin to appreciate that you do queue up for a job, you get employed, adverts are not going to employ you. You'll have to look for the advert and apply in real terms. If you don't do that, you're not going to be employed.
Meanwhile,
Mantashe Putibuya, where do ministers apply for their jobs? I want to know. LinkedIn, Indeed, is there an office I can go to? Where do ministers apply for their jobs? Follow-up question, when are you retiring? When? Age of retirement is 60. Max 65. Let us know. Just talking to talk. You're just flapping your gums to show us you still have your teeth.
Black people enter to the tax bracket, they become out of touch with reality. Yeah, understand? Your poverty and your struggle, it's a personal failure as opposed to it being a structural failure. Gwede Mantashe came here on a national platform, national TV, to tell us, Tina Sonke, the reason why you are unemployed, it's because you are lazy. It's because you are not hardworking. It's because you are expecting handouts from the government. You understand that there's doctors who are qualified, who went to medical school and graduated. They can't get jobs. Why? Because they can't fill out a CV. No, it's because the budget to hire new doctors, it's not there. The incompetence and the corruption has looted all the money to hire new doctors. You understand? But it's because you are what? You are lazy. This is the same Gwede Mantashe who was part of the anti-apartheid regime. You understand? During apartheid, but fight against you. But now all of a sudden the remnants of apartheid do not exist. Because once black people enter in that tax bracket, I know them. They abandon the cause. All of a sudden, poverty, it's self-failure. It has nothing to do with the structures that are already there. Just like wealth is generational, poverty is also generational. You understand that you pass down wealth, you also pass down poverty. They don't see that though, because one thing has some affect, all of a sudden the reason when you are affected by it is because you are lazy. You understand? Once black people are not affected by the high prices of food, it's because when you are still affected by it, it's because when you are lazy. You understand? Once black people are not affected by inequality, all of a sudden inequality doesn't exist. You understand? Once black people are not affected by the high prices of inflation, all of a sudden inflation doesn't exist. I told you, I said this in my first video. You understand? Once black people tap into the tax bracket, all of a sudden, they can't wrap their heads around the fact that people are poor because of the high unemployment rate. That doesn't exist anymore. It's because you are just lazy. I said this in the first video. Black people are lazy. That's why banga savings. That's what Gwede Mantashe just said. We are expecting handouts. Mind you, he's working under an organization that has looted billions upon billions. The incompetence and the corruption has wrecked this country in ways that we can't even describe. But he doesn't see that. He just sees your lack of employment as you are not trying hard enough. If you look at the whole continent of Africa, it's the same thing. Once black people taste a little bit of money, they abandon the cause. All of a sudden, racism doesn't exist because there is some effect. You understand? Because now proximity to success affects. So all of a sudden, everyone else who's affected by it, they're not working hard. Ngishilo and I said this. Ngiyabazi, I know.
And remember when I said we should listen to these politicians before the election fever kicks in, before they start organizing themselves and preparing to say the right things just for a couple of weeks before we vote them back into power. I said, pay attention to what they say when they think no one is listening. Well, what Gwede Mantashe said in an interview about unemployed, job-seeking South Africans is everything we need to know about what the ANC really thinks about the people of this country. And the disrespect and disdain was palpable.
Meanwhile,
anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Remember to comment down on the YouTube comment section on your views on this matter. But me on my end, I don't really judge him, because if I was paid so much money, I'll be really talking shit. But for the last 30 years, we've been voting for the same fucking shit for the longest time. It's really getting out of hand. But I'm happy that 2026 has arrived and local elections are approaching, and it's time for us to vote them out. There's really nothing else. They've been profiting out of the system, and it's time for them to get the fuck out. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hope you like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm not like forcing you, but like, share, and subscribe. Woo! See you in the next video. Boom!